let him get married, and then they took him in his cell and killed him?
But then she heard shots, and then they killed him.
Why'd they let him get married first?
I don't know.
What was the most interesting thing you heard? Because I couldn't hear anything.
Just that going,
All right, I wanted to tell you a little bit about this tour, and then hopefully you'll get a chance one day to go yourself in person. Of course, we don't want to steal the whole tour guide's thunder and show the tour. So we'll just show you a little clip, and I'll tell you just a little bit about the jail. So this is Kilhamain Gaol, or jail, and it was one of the most informative tours we've been on yet. I've really enjoyed it. It was very interesting, and the tour guide was great. So it was also, he was funny also, even though it was a really serious topic. We learned a lot. This jail was established in 1796. It was built and referred to as the new jail back then, replacing just a dungeon that was in Dublin. And this is a very prominent part of the history with the Easter Rising, where the Irish revolutionaries and leaders, political leaders, were imprisoned and executed by the British in 1916-1917 Easter Uprising. Many public hangings took place here. There was no segregation. Men, women, and children were all incarcerated together, shoved into these cells. Of course, ended up being way more overcrowded and much more prisoners than were initially intended. The kids were astonished to learn that I think the youngest was an 8-year-old girl that was imprisoned for stealing, I want to say, an apple, because she was starving. So it was definitely an eye-opener for the kids. But we highly suggest this tour. A little frustrating with a wild Kingston, but it was great once he was asleep, except for Wally's arms were probably tired. But otherwise, yeah, it was a wonderful tour. We highly recommend it if you're going to be in Dublin.
This is the
It's like in a movie. I could almost touch the walls. It would be a sucky place to live. I want to go see. Three prisoners escaped through that gate. They had a Welsh guard smuggle them in some bolt cutters. It took 2 tries. And these were the first 4 guys that were shot and executed during the Irish Civil War for carrying arms.
That's fun.
Shh, whisper.
No fun. No fun. Oh, it's soft on the ground. I thought it's soft on the ground. Yeah. Mama, we go to a restaurant tonight. Where are we even going, Mommy?
We're at Trinity College, which is the big university here in Dublin, and we're trying to find the library, which is supposed to be really cool.
Why? What are we going to do there?
We're gonna see it if we can find it, but of course we left too late. It took forever to find money and parking. That's the biggest pigeon Seagull I've ever
I
seen.
was asleep, so I didn't.
Look how fat that thing is.
It's really
That's gigantic.
Look, it's really squeeze my hand really tight.
Why?
I like it. Is that mommy? Mommy?
Did you see the group?
Mom, we're going downstairs with my car.
I don't try to get them. Oh, it's there's a bell. You're welcome.
We have it.
All the letters in here are for the old Latin, and in old Latin there is no J. That's interesting.
Mommy, can I look at him around downstairs with Av?
No.
She's right there. You have to go down there.
Dude, see? The way I like this. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody in the States gonna be like, oh, you trying to get this way? Let me show out.
Yes, they would. I don't know why you guys say that. You have such a bad, like... We have stuff like that happen all the time. You're just more aware of it because you're not in your normal environment.
That might be true. Oh, look at that. The nightmare round. The worst nightmare is that. Your worst nightmare is that.
I want to go there.
Go.
Donuts are €2 a piece here, just so you know. No, that's insane. I would never spend that much money on donuts.
Oh, stop.
Only €15. We might have to check that one out.
Turn left onto Dawson Street, R138.
Thank you. Abby, get over here, please. Really, really expensive sweaters.
Could it be $400 sweaters? I wonder. Oh, gotta be Turner. It's Turner. The reason I'm not lighting it down
But he's always looking to see. So I figure.
Where you been? Sports? White common. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. They were all with us. That's like all over. They're like, man. You turn around, look behind you.
Did you see this behind you?
I did.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Deuces right there, too. It's all weird. Get some food before you get me sweeties,
What do you want?
I want sweetie.
You want a sweetie?
Yeah.
You stinker. What's a sweetie?
I want a sweetie.
You gotta be a sweetie.
I am a sweetie today. Ready, Daddy? Ready, Papa? Daddy, ready? I want to...
That's a big piece. You're gonna choke the duck.